Hello, I'm Russell from the Family Tent Shop, and here we are looking at one of the tents in the Outwell Superior Air range for 2020. This is a range of tents that is brand new for this year. They have done a huge amount of work. I think that, in all fairness, Outwell had a bit of a difficult year in 2019 with a lot of their air tents, and they have gone back to essentially back to their basics, which is being incredibly innovative, looking at sort of real quality, and just trying to produce sort of the best that they possibly can. Sort of not so much irrelevant of price, but sort of maybe the price war sort of affected their judgment a little bit, and now they've gone back to what they're good at, quite frankly, and that is seen in abundance in this range. So this particular tent is called the Aireville 6SA. They also do this in a 4SA, and this tent is very different from any other tent that sort of I've seen before, and most of the other tents in their range, for the simple fact that it has a new sort of part to it, or a new feature that Outwell has done on, I'd say, a limited number of their tents, which is called a wing to the sort of side of the tents. Now, with this area, as you can see, it sort of has another tube in there. Material sort of goes out over the side. There is a door at the back of it with mosquito netting as well, so you can helps with the ventilation, but just improves the feeling of space inside the tent. I'm just sort of moving backwards just to give sort of a feel of it, because on this side you've still got a table with 4 chairs. You've got sort of still plenty of room to get in and around the tent, and sort of plenty of feeling of space, and now you've almost got like a lounge area if you wanted it to the side there. I mean, a lot of these inflatable sofas it's quite a common thing now in our industry, so it's obviously a perfect space for that. However, could potentially be used for wardrobe, sort of storage area, maybe even potentially, arguably, even a sort of kitchen area, but certainly for a lounge area, I think it works really, really well. The tent itself, the Aireville, has a nice big front porch area, so it's a 3-zone tent. So you've got a decent amount of space out the front of the tent there, a really big living space, and then you've got bedrooms at the back of the tent. So one of the other areas where Outwell have spent a lot of time and done a lot of innovation is in the bedroom areas. They've looked at sort of obviously the darkness of the bedrooms, as that is a real feature that's been talked about a lot in our industry over the last couple of years. And so they've made the bedrooms a lot darker within them. You still got the full length ventilation at the back of the tents, which is they're the only company that do that full ventilation on the back of the tent, which makes it very upright at the back and also helps obviously with the through flow of air. And then you've got storage pockets in the corner there as well, so plenty of space for storing bits and pieces. You've also got, just talking about storage, you've also got storage pockets on the front wall there of the internal sort of living room door. Now, the other part to the bedrooms and the innovation is this quick and quiet inner door. So you have the facility to zip the doors fully round as you would do normally, like on any other tent, but you also now have a facility to actually open the doors very, very quietly when it is sort of in the middle of the night and you don't want to make a lot of noise. Then you can just open the doors like so and just literally let them go, and the magnets just grab together and close it automatically for you. So really helps on that front, makes it nice and easy to get in and out of the bedrooms without making any noise. Equally with the dark bedrooms, it can be an issue, sort of if there was an emergency or if you needed to get out of the bedroom sort of quickly, you can get your way out very simply. You haven't got to try and find the zip in what is a dark bedroom. You can just sort of essentially sort of push your way out. But as I say, if you wanted that added sort of peace of mind or added security, you can still zip the bedroom shut normally as well. Now, this particular range, the Superior range, has bracer tubes that are just velcroed on between the main tubes. So it makes the tent sort of incredibly sort of strong and sturdy, because you've got essentially tubes going from back to front as well as from side to side. So you've got that sort of facility on there. The windows, you've got great big windows on the tent as well, but they all have zipped curtains, so makes it nice and easy for opening and closing the curtains in the mornings and at night. The tent itself has a 6,000 ml waterproof standard and a 150 denier fabric, so it's a really well made product. You've got, just talking about the strength of the tent, Outwell again have looked a lot into this. They use wind machines and rain facility to sort of really look at how strong their tents can be in adverse conditions. And so they've added storm straps to the front and rear of the tent, which makes it very strong. But more over than that, they've actually looked at the profile of the tubes, and as you can see from that front tube, it's actually angled sort of forwards as such, so it's against the any prevailing wind that might be coming towards the tent, which makes it stronger. And then when you look at the next tube, that's now going backwards, so sort of almost against the other way of the front one. The next one is going forwards again, which sort of helps again with the strength. And then again, the last tube is slightly lower and is going backwards. So basically, if I just sort of scan out a little bit here, you can certainly see those two tubes, how they're going different ways, and that has been, you know, heavily tested and has proven to be incredibly strong. It's stronger than any other sort of form of angles of the tubes. So that is a definite advantage with Outwell tents, and this particular one, you know, sort of for 2020, even when they only have an angle, because some of the Outwell tents only just have an angle at the back and an angle at the front. That again sort of really does make the tent a lot stronger against the elements, sort of thing. So as I say, this is the superior air collection, or one of the tents within it. This is the Aireville 6 SA. There is a slightly smaller version, the 4 SA, and there are obviously lots of other tents in this range, but this is one of the ones with the side wing on it, which just gives a huge amount more space and just gives it a really brilliant living area. I'm Russell from the Family Tent Shop.